Welcome to Introduction to Routing and Switching Lab 1. So the first lab is going to be IPv4 addressing. So here we are going to solve some problems in IPv4 addressing. So what are the things we are going to cover in this lab means? So there are 4 things we are going to cover in this lab, 5 things. The first one is IP address class identification. Second one, identifying the network portion of an IP address. Third, identifying the host portion of an IP address. The fourth one, identify the first host ID and the last host ID for a given network. Then applying your knowledge. So these are the 5 things that we are going to cover in this particular lab. Then I'm going for the first one, IP address class identification. Now we are having a list of IP address. So we have to identify the class for each and every IP address. So you must know the range for this first. So if you see class A, the range is going to be from 1 to 126. For class B, the range is 128 to 191. For class C, the range is 192 to 223. Class D, 224 to 239. Class E, 240 to 259. So this is the class. So using this range, you can identify the class of the IP address. So now I'm going for the first IP address. You can see the first IP address. The first IP address is 10.250.1.1. So that is the IP address given to us. Now, so here to identify the class, we have to see the first octet. Okay, the first octet only we have to see. So the first octet given here is 10. So 10, okay, it belongs to class A IP address. So this is a class A IP address. Then, so moving on to the second IP address, 150.10.15.0. So here the same thing, the first octet is 150. So 150. So what is the range of class B means? Okay, let me write for class A first. For class A, so the range is from 1 to 126. For class B, the range is from 128 to 191. So this is the range of IP address. For class C also I am writing here. For class C, so the range is from 192 to 223. For class D, it is 224. Okay, 224 to 239. Then for class E, it is 240. Okay, 240, 240 to 255. So these are the range of IP addresses available. Okay, now, so according to this, I'm going for the second IP address, 150. So 150, it belongs to class B. So this is a class B IP address. Then 192.14.2.0. So the first octet says it is 192. So this belongs to class C. This is a class C IP address. Then the fourth one, it is 148.17.9.1. So 148 if you see here. So this is going to be in class B. This is a class B IP address. Then 193.42.1.1. So this is a class C IP address. Then 126.8.156.0. So this is going to be class A IP address. 220.200.23.1. So 220. So 220. So this is going to be up to 223. It is going to be class C. So this is a class C IP address. Then 230. So this is going to be class D IP address. Then 117.100.18.4. So if you see, it is 117. So 117. So it is going to be class B IP address. Then, so we have further so many other examples also. So let us find the class for each IP address. So 119. Okay, so 119. This is here class A IP address. 119. This is class A IP address. Then 249. So 249, okay, 249. So this is going to be class E. So this is a class E IP address. Then 199. So 199 it is class C IP address. 117. So 117 is a class A IP address. 215. Okay, so 215. This is class C IP address. Then 119. Okay, so 199. 119. So this is going to be class C IP address. 95. This is class A IP address. 33. This is also a class A IP address. 158. So 158. This is going to be class B IP address. Then 219. So 219. So this is class C IP address. So this is how we can identify the class of a given IP address. Okay, I'm going to the next one, the second exercise in lab 1. Identifying the network portion of an address. So here how we have to do means, okay, so first you have to identify the class, then you must know the subnet mask. So based on the subnet mask, easily you can find what is the network portion. Okay, so for example, I'll solve the first problem, 177. So 177, this is a class B IP address. Okay, so this is a class B IP address. For a class B IP address, the default subnet mask. So what is the default subnet mask means? It is 255. So 255 0 0. So this is the default subnet mask. So based on the default subnet mask, easily you can identify the network portion. So 255 255. So this is going to be the network part and this is going to be your host part. Okay, so in this case, okay, if you identify the network portion, so this is going to be the first two parts. Okay, the first two parts, it is going to be your network part. So like this, based on the class, easily we can identify, okay, easily we can identify the network portion of a given IP address. Okay, now let us move on to the next one, 119.18.45.0. So now 119, so this is going to be class A. So this is a class A IP address. For class A, the default subnet mask is 255 0 0 0. So this is the default subnet mask. So according to this, so the first octet, okay, is going to be the network, the remaining thing it is going to be the host. So in that case, so the network portion of this IP address is 119. So this is the network portion. Then moving on to the next one, so 209. So 209, it is a class C IP address. Okay, it is a class C IP address. For a class C IP address, the default subnet mask is 255. So 255 okay 0. So this is the default subnet mask for class C IP address. Okay, now first three octets, okay, first three octets, it is going to be the network part, the remaining thing it is going to be the host. So in that case, so the network portion of this IP address is, okay, the first three part, this is going to be the network portion. Now I'm going for the next one, 119. So 199, so this is going to be a class C IP address. So for a class C IP address, for a class C IP address, okay, so now this is going to be your network part. The first three octets, it is going to be your network portion. Then 117. So 117, it is going to be a class A IP address. So for a class A IP address, we already discussed here. So 255 0 0 0. So this is going to be your subnet mask. So the first one, the first octet, okay, so this is going to be your network part. Then 215. So 215, this is a class C IP address. Okay, so for a class C IP address, the first three octets, okay, first three octets, it is going to be your the network portion. Then 192. So 192 is also a class C IP address. So for a class C IP address, the same thing, 255 255 255 0. So that is a subnet mask. So the first three octets, it is going to be your network portion here. So 95, it is a class A. Okay, it is a class A IP address. So for a class A IP address, okay, 255.0.0.0, that is a subnet mask. So 95, it is going to be the network portion. So we have some more examples also in the coming slides. 33.0.0.0. So now 33. So this is a class A IP address. So this belongs to class A. So 255.0.0.0 is the subnet mask. So this is going to be our network part. Then 158.98.80.0. So 158 belongs to class B. So the first two octets, it is going to be our network part. Then 217.21.56.0. So 217. So this belongs to class C. For a class C IP address, 255.255.255.0, that is a subnet mask. So in that case, the first three octets, it is going to be your network part. Then 10.250.1.1. So this belongs to class A. So the first octet, it is going to be our network part. Then 150, 10, 15, 0. So 150. So this belongs to class B. So for class B IP address, subnet mask is 255.255.0.0. So the first two octets, okay, first two octets, it is going to be our network part. Then 192.14.2.0. So 192, it is a class C IP address. So according to the subnet mask, that means 255.255.255.0. So the first three octets, it is going to be our network part. So this is how we can identify the network and the network part of a given IP address. So the third exercise in lab 1 is identifying the host portion of an IP address. So IP address is given to us. We have to identify the host portion. The same thing. Okay, already we have done. We have identified the network portion. Now we are going to identify the host portion. So for this also, you have to identify the class, plus you must know the default subnet mask, you must know. So based on that, easily we can identify the host portion of an IP address. Okay, now, so let us go for the first one, the first problem, 10.15.123.50. So now 10, it is going to be class A. So this is a class A IP address. So for a class A IP address, so the subnet mask is going to be 255.0.0.0. So this is going to be the subnet mask. So in that case, the first octet, it is going to be the network. The last three octet, it is going to be the host. This is the host portion. So here, the last three, 15.123.50. So this is going to be the host here. So based on the subnet mask, easily we can identify the host portion of a given IP address. Now, I'm going for 171.2.199.31. So 171. So this is going to be class B. So in class B, okay, so for a class B IP address, so the subnet mask is 255.0.0. So this is the subnet mask for a class B IP address. So in that case, the last two octets, it is going to be our host. So in that case, 199.31. So this is going to be the host part. Then 198. So 198, it is a class C IP address. For a class C IP address, the subnet mask is 255.255.255.0. So in that case, so the last part, okay, that means the last octet, it is going to be your host part. Then 223, 250, 200, 222. So this is also a class C IP address. For a class C IP address, 255.255.255.0. So 0 means the last part, that means the last octet, it is going to be your host part. Then 17. So 17 is a class A IP address. We already solved the problem. So for a class A IP address, second, third and fourth octets going to be the host part. So this is our host part. Then 126. So 126 is also a class A IP address. So here the last 3 octets, it is going to be the host part. Then 123. 123, this is also class A IP address. So the last 3 octets, it is going to be our host part. Then 148. 148 is a class B IP address. So here last 2 octets, okay, the last 2 octets, it is going to be our host part. 100.25.1.1. so this is a class A IP address. This is a class A IP address. So here, so the last 3 octets, it is going to be our host part. Then 171. So 171 is a class B IP address. So for a class B IP address, the last 2 octets, it is going to be the host part. 55. 55 is a class A IP address. For a class A IP address, the last 3 octets, it is going to be your host part. Then 10.250.1.1. so here it is a class A IP address. So for a class A IP address, the last 3 octets going to be our host part. So this is how we can identify the host portion of a IP address. The fourth problem in lab number 1 is identify the first host ID and the last host ID for a given network. So a given network or for a IP address. So they can give a IP address or they can give a network, and they will ask you to identify the network ID, first host ID and the last host ID. Okay, now, so let me solve the problem. First problem, 177.100.18.4. So this is the IP address given to us. So we have to identify the network ID. So first thing, what we have to do, what is the first step here means, you have to identify the class. Okay, so 177, so sorry, 177. So 177 means it is going to be a class B IP address. So it is a class B IP address. Okay, for a class B IP address, the subnet mask is going to be 255.0.0. So this is the subnet mask. Okay, now how to identify the network ID or how to find the network ID means you keep the network part as it is. That means 255 means this is the network part. So you keep the network part as it is and make the host part all zeros. So in that case, okay, so if you see here I have 177.100.18.4. So first 2 octets I am going to keep as it is. So 177.100, okay, I am going to keep as it is. The remaining octets I am going to make it 0. So 177.100.0.0. So this is going to be our network ID. Then the next one is first host ID. So what is the first host ID means? Generally we have to make the last bit 1. Okay, the last bit we have to make 1 in the host part. So in that case, so 177, okay, so 177, excuse me, so 170, 1 minute. 177, okay, dot 100.0.1. So this is going to be the first host. So what will be the last host ID means? So the last host ID is in the host part we have to make everything 1 except the last bit, okay, except the last bit. So in that case, so the last host ID will be here. It is going to be 177, okay, so it is going to be 177.100. So 255.254. So this is going to be the last host ID. Then I am going for the next one, 119.18.45.0. So 119, this is a class A IP address. It is a class A IP address. So for a class A IP address, 255.0.0.0, that is a subnet mask. So first octet I am going to keep as it is. Then all the other octets I am going to make it 0. So this is going to be the network ID. So what is the first host ID means? So the first host ID is equal to 119.0.0.1. So this is going to be our first host ID. So what is the last host ID means? So 119.255.255.254. So this is going to be the last host ID. So 255, 255, 254. So that is going to be the last host ID. Okay. Now I'm going for the next one, 191. So 191, 249, 234, 191. So 191, this is also a class B IP address. This is a class B IP address. So in that case, 191.249. So first two octets, it is a network port. So the remaining thing, we are going to make it zeros. So the first host ID is 191.249.0.1. Then the next one we have to find. Okay, we have to find the last host ID. So 119. So 119. 249. Okay, so 255. Okay, so 255, 254. So this is going to be our last host ID. Then I'm going for next one, 223. So 223, so this belongs to class C. So this is a class C IP address. It is a class C IP address. So for a class C IP address, okay, 255, 255, 255, 0. So that is going to be your subnet mask. So in that case, so the network ID is 223.23.223.0. So this is going to be our network ID. Then the first host ID is 223.223.1. So this is going to be the first host ID. So last host ID 223.223.254. This is going to be the last host ID. Now 10.10.250.1. So this is a class A IP address. For class A IP address, okay, 255.0.0.0 is the subnet mask. So the first octet is going to be the network. So 10 is going to be the network part. The remaining thing you have to make it zeros. So this is your network ID. So the first host ID is 10.0.0.1. So the last host ID is 10.255.255, okay, 254. This is going to be your last host ID. 126, this is also a class A IP address. So in that case, 126.0.0.0. So this is going to be our network ID. So the first host ID is 126.0.0.1. This is the first host ID. So the last host ID is 126.255.254. So this is going to be the last host ID. Okay, 254. Now 223. The next one is the 223. So 223 is class C. So class C means the subnet mask is 255, 255, 255, 0. So first three octets, it is going to be your network. So in that case, so 223.69.230. So first three octets you are going to take as it is, that is no change, 0. So this is going to be your network ID. 223.69.230.1. This is going to be your first host ID. So the last host ID is 223.69.230.254. So this is going to be our last host ID. So this is how we can find the network ID, first host ID and last host ID of a given IP address or a given network. So in the first lab, the fifth type of problem or the fifth question is apply your knowledge. So in this apply your knowledge, we are going to see 4 problems. That means whatever we learned from the beginning. Okay, the first 4 exercise, we learned something. So we are going to apply that particular knowledge here. Okay, now given network ID or IP address, okay, something is given to us 138.169.2.1. So this is the IP address given. Okay, so you have to identify what is a class, what is a subnet mask, network ID, CIDR value, first host ID, last host ID, broadcast IP address, and the number of hosts. Okay, so all these things we have to identify for the given IP address. Okay, now I'm going for the class. So 138. So 138, it is going to be a class A IP address. Okay, so 138 is a class A IP address. So this is class A IP address. Then, so what is a subnet mask means? The subnet mask is 255. Okay, the subnet mask is 255.0.0.0. So 255.0.0.0. So this is our subnet mask, default subnet mask. Then network ID. So what is a network ID means? You have to keep only the network part, the remaining thing we can make it 0. So in that case 138.0.0.0. So this is our network ID. So CIDR value. So what is the CIDR value means? The number of bits available in the network part. Okay, the number of bits available in the network part. Okay, now, so if you see the subnet mask, so the first octet, this is the network, and these 3 octets are going to be host. So there are 8 bits available here. Okay, so the CIDR value is /8. So what is the first host ID means? The first host ID is 138. Okay, keep the network part as it is. In the host part, you can make the last bit 1. That means if you make the last bit here 1, so this is going to be 0, 0, 1. So this is the first host ID. So last host ID means, in the last host ID, I am going to keep the network part as it is. This is the network part. In the host part, we have to make everything 1. Okay, so that means here 8 bits, and here 7 bits. Okay, except the last bit. Okay, you have to make everything 1. So this is going to be 255, 254. Okay, so this is going to be our last host ID. Then broadcast IP address is, okay, it is going to be 138, 255, 255, 255. So this is going to be our broadcast IP address. Then number of hosts. How many different hosts available? How many computers you can connect in this network? Actually, the network given to us is 138.0.0.0. So this is the network. So we know what is the first computer or the first host. We know what is the last host. So in between this, how many number of hosts or how many computers you can connect? Okay, so the correct technical term is host. So how many hosts you can connect means we can connect 2 to the power of, okay, so 2 to the power of, okay, number of host bits. Okay, the bits available in the host. Okay, so there are 3 octets here, 8 bits, 8 bits, 8 bits. So 8 plus 8 plus 8. So this is going to be 24. So 2 to the power of 24 minus 2. So why this minus 2 means one IP address will be given for the network ID and one IP address will be given for the broadcast IP address. So these 2 things I am going to reduce. So if you minus this and if you calculate this many number of hosts you can connect in this network. Okay, so 2 to the power of 24 minus 2. Okay, so this many number of hosts we can connect in this particular network. So this is how we have to solve this problem. Now I am going for the second problem. We have, okay, totally 4 problems. I am in the second problem now. Okay, so the given network ID or IP address, whatever it is, 206.207.2.3. Okay, 206.207.2.3. Okay, so this is the IP address given. Okay, now first thing we'll find the class. So 206. So 206 means this is going to be class C. Okay, so it is a class C IP address. So subnet mask, the default subnet mask is equal to 255 0. So this is our default subnet mask. Then network ID. So network ID is, so first 3 octets it is going to be the network. Okay, then the last one is the host. So first 3 ports, okay, we are going to keep as it is. So 206 207 2.0. so this is our network ID. So network ID, okay, so first 3 octets keep as it is. The last octet, that is going to be the host, just make host as 0. Okay, now CIDR value. So what is the CIDR value means? The number of bits available in the network part. So now the first octet, second octet, third octet. So this is completely going to be the network. So in that case, 8 plus 8 plus 8. So this is going to be 24. So the CIDR value, it is here 24 is the CIDR value. Then first host ID 206.207.2.1. This is going to be the first host. So the last host ID is 206.207.2.254. Okay, this is going to be the last host. Then broadcast IP address 206.207.2.255. This is going to be your broadcast IP address. Then number of host. So number of host is 2 to the power of the number of bits available in the host part. So totally there are 8 bits available. So 2 to the power of 8 minus 2. Okay, so this is equal to 254. Okay, 254 host you can have, okay, in this network. So this is the second problem. Now I'm going for the third one, 189.4.0.2. So this is the IP address given to us. Okay, so 189. So 189 again, it is going to be class B. Okay, so it is a class B IP address. This is class B IP address. Okay, 189. Okay, in the range of 128 to 191. So it is class B. So subnet mask is 255 0 0. So this is the subnet mask. Okay, the default subnet mask. Now network ID. So network ID is, you can keep two parts. Okay, first 2 octets you can keep it, the remaining you can make it 0. So the network ID is 189.4.0.0. Okay, so this is the network ID. So CIDR value is, totally there are 8 plus 8. So there are 16 bits available in the network part. So /16 is the CIDR value. First host ID. So first host ID is 189.4.0.1. So this is going to be the first host ID. So last host ID 4.255.254. This is going to be our last host ID. Then broadcast IP address 189.4.255. Okay, 255. So this is going to be your broadcast IP address. So number of host 2 to the power of, there are 16 bits available in the host part. So 2 to the power of 16. Okay, minus 2. Okay, so this is equal to 65,534. So 65,534 computers you can connect, okay, in one network in class B. So this is how we can solve this problem. Okay, now I'm going for the last example. So the last example is network ID or IP address, anything, 208.255.32, okay, 30. So 208. So 208, it belongs to class C. So this is a class C IP address. So default subnet mask is 255. Okay, so 255, okay, 0. So this is the default subnet mask, network ID. So first 3 octets you can keep as it is, the last octet you have to make it 0. So in that case 208 255 255 32 0. So this is going to be your network ID. So CIDR value, so the number of bits available in network part. So 255 255 255, that means 8 bits 8 bits 8 bits. So this is going to be 24. So 24 bits available in network. So CIDR value is /24. So first host ID 208 255, okay, so 255 32.1. so this is going to be the first host ID. So last host ID 208 255 32.254. so this is the last host ID. So broadcast IP address 208 255 32, okay, dot 255. so this is going to be the broadcast IP address. So the number of hosts, so how many hosts we have here? So 2 to the power of, okay, 3 octets. So 1 octet in the host part, so that means 8 bits. So 2 to the power of 8 minus 2, so this is equal to 254. So 254 computers you can connect in this. So you see here, start from 1, then 254. The first host is 1, last host is 254. So 254 computers we can connect in this particular network. So this is the end of lab 1. Thank you very much. Okay, keep watching, continue with lab 2.